Welcome to Maths to Infinity. In today's class, we are going to solve few trigonometric problems based on Pythagorean identities. So in today's session, I'm going to take trigonometry chapter from the ICSE Class 10 book, Fundamentals of Mathematics. We'll begin the session. I'm going to share the whiteboard. Let me increase the size of the window. Yeah. So the first question is, cos theta divided by 1 plus sine theta is equal to 1 minus sine theta by cos theta. The question is, prove this identity. You have to prove the identity. You have to show the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Very, very easy. You will be applying the Pythagorean theorem. Very easy. So the first thing is I'm going to take the left hand side. So the left hand side thing, cos theta upon 1 plus sine theta. So now I'm going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by rationalizing it. I'm going to multiply the cos theta and 1 plus sine theta by 1 minus sine theta. The numerator I'm multiplying by 1 minus sine theta, and in the denominator also I'm multiplying it by 1 minus sine theta. So the next step is to perform the multiplication. So when you multiply two fractions, you have to multiply the numerator with the numerator, denominator with the denominator. So cos theta into 1 minus sine theta is going to be like this. And in the denominator, you have 1 plus sine theta times 1 minus sine theta. So look at the denominator closely. You can say it looks like a plus b into a minus b. So this can be written as a square minus b square, right? So in this denominator, the value of a is 1 and the value of b is sine theta. So you can rewrite the expression as, just write the denominator as it, numerator part as it is, that stays the same. And the denominator will become a square minus b square, 1 square minus sine square theta. 1 square is 1 square, so you don't have to put 2 over there. So it's cos theta 1 minus sine theta upon 1 minus sine square theta. So it's time to apply the Pythagorean identity over here. The familiar Pythagorean identity, which is nothing but cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. Yeah. So this can be written as cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta, right? So now I'm going to rewrite this 1 minus sine square theta as cos square theta by using this Pythagorean identity. So let's write the numerator as it is. The numerator is cos theta times 1 minus sine theta. The denominator 1 minus sine square theta is going to be replaced by cos square theta. So now I'm gonna simplify this expression by cancelling out the cos term. Cos and cos will get cancelled out. So the remaining thing, 1 minus sine theta by cos theta. Ta-da! So we got RHS, right? So from this we can say LHS equal to RHS. Yeah. So I hope this you understood this problem, and we'll move on to the next question. I'm gonna clear it. If you want, you can take the screenshot. Yeah. So the next question here. It's secant A minus 1 upon secant A plus 1 equal to 1 minus cos A upon 1 plus cos A. Same thing, you have to prove the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Or else you have to check whether the left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. Yeah. So the first thing is I'm going to write the left hand side first. Let me write the solution in the green color. So if I do that, I'm going to do that. Okay. So secant A minus 1 upon secant A plus 1. And you know this identity, that is secant theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So I'm going to substitute this trigonometric ratio over here. If I do that, I can rewrite the secant A as 1 upon cos A minus 1. And in the denominator also, I have to replace secant A as 1 upon cos A plus 1. Yeah. So the next thing is, I'm going to simplify this expression. Whenever you have two different denominator, you have to go for LCM. See, here it is 1 by cos A, which is in the form of fraction, and here you do have a real number. So you can assume the denominator is 1. So now if you look at this expression, the two terms are having two different denominators. So whenever you find two different denominators, you have to apply LCM. And in the LCM, I'll tell you a shortcut. Whether it is plus sign or minus sign, you have the same strategy to perform. You have to multiply the denominator and write in the denominator itself, and you have to do the cross multiplication. You have to multiply A and B and C. If it is minus, just a second. That is the pen. Yeah. If it is minus, again the same thing. Since the denominators are different, you have to multiply both the denominator. The result is B into D is going to be BD. Again, you have to place that in the denominator position, and you have to do the cross multiplication. If you do that, it's going to be A into D, and you have minus sign here, right? So this will become minus. So AD minus BC. So this is how we'll perform LCM. So now I'm going to continue doing the problem. So now I'm going to apply the LCM over here. So if I do that, it's going to be, here I do have 1, right? Here also I do have 1. So I'll be multiplying both the denominator, cos A into 1, which is cos A. You don't have to specify 1. And in the numerator, you will do the cross multiplication, right? This 1 will be multiplied with this, and this cos A will get multiplied with this one. So that can be written as 1 minus cos A. Yes. So we'll solve the denominator part. Just a second, let me take the pen. Yeah. So in the denominator also the same thing. You do have two different denominator. The first one contains cos A as a denominator. The second one contains 1 as a denominator, which is different, right? So you have to multiply both the denominator, which is cos A into 1. Cos A into 1 going to be cos A. And you have to perform cross multiplication with the numerator. 1 into 1 going to be 1. And you have plus sign in the middle. And cos A into 1 going to be cos A. Yeah. So the LCM part is done. So now we are going to simplify this. Reduce this. A by B by, let me do it in the different color. I'm going to simplify this expression, and let me give you an example. For instance, you take A by B by C by D. This can be written as A by B times D by C, isn't it? So I'm going to apply that strategy for this step. Yeah. Let me clear this. So do it with a different color so we get confusion. So it's 1 minus cos A upon cos A, as I said earlier, A by B times D by C. So I can assume this is A and this is B, this is C and this is D. This A by B by C by D can be written as A by B times D by C. Yeah. So my D is cos A. And C is 1 plus cos A. Are you getting it? So now how can I simplify it? I can cancel out this cos A and this cos A. So I'll be left with, in the numerator, I do have 1 minus cos A. In the denominator, I do have 1 plus cos A. That's it. We reached our right hand side. So from this, I can say right hand side is equal to the left hand side. Yeah. Let's take a screenshot. We'll solve the other problem. Here is this. Problem number 3. Problem number 3 gonna be 1 plus sine theta upon cos theta plus cos theta divided by 1 plus sine theta, which is equal to 2 secant theta. So this is the question. You need to prove this identity with help of the Pythagorean theorem. Okay. So the answer, I'm going to take left hand side and then I'm going to prove it to the right hand side. So if I take left hand side, it's going to be 1 plus sine theta upon cos theta plus cos theta upon 1 plus sine theta. Okay. So here also the same strategy. Whenever you have two different denominator, you have to go for LCM. So what you will do, you have to multiply the first denominator with the second denominator. The product should be placed in the denominator again. And for the numerator, you have to do the cross multiplication. It's very, very easy. So now I'm going to do the LCM. So that is cos theta times 1 plus sine theta multiplied it. And in the numerator, I'll be performing cross multiplication. This one plus sine theta will get multiplied with this 1 plus sine theta. This cos theta will get multiplied with this cos theta. So that is for LCM. So it's going to be 1 plus sine theta into 1 plus sine theta. Yeah. So yeah, let me write it in the next step. I thought of writing in the form of square. Let me do it in the next step. So, and then the cross multiplication, cos theta into cos theta. So I can say 1 plus sine theta into 1 plus sine theta can be written as 1 plus sine theta the whole square, plus cos theta into cos theta can be written as cos square theta, and upon cos theta into 1 plus sine theta. The denominator stays the same. Yes. So now in the numerator, I do have 1 plus sine theta the whole square. So which is in the form of a plus b the whole square. So now I can substitute that identity and I can expand it. Yeah. Now I'm going to erase this. I need some space to work. Yeah. So this 1 plus sines, let me do it in a different color. This 1 plus sine theta the whole square is in the form of a plus b the whole square. So that is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab. So here my a is 1 and b is sine theta. So that can be written as 1 square plus sine square theta plus 2 times of 1 into sine theta, which is 2 sine theta. Okay. So I'm going to substitute that over here. I do that, this will become 1 square plus sine square theta plus 2 sine theta plus cos square theta. Just a second. Cos square theta. And in the denominator, you do have cos theta into 1 plus sine theta. So in the denominator, if you look at the denominator, you do have 4 terms. All the 4 terms are in addition. So you can remove the bracket. You can remove the bracket. Yeah. So now you can rearrange the order. You can rearrange this 1 plus sine square theta plus sine theta plus 2 sine theta plus cos square theta as 1 plus sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta. I've just swapped the position of 2 sine theta and cos square theta. Just changed their position so that I can apply the Pythagorean identity in this. So the denominator, it's going to be like cos theta into 1 plus sine theta. So now what I can do, I can apply the trigonometric identity in this. You already know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So if I apply that, it's going to be 1 plus 1 plus 2 sine theta upon cos theta into 1 plus sine theta. And the 1 plus 1 can be simplified as 2. Let me erase this. No. What is the eraser? Yeah. So 1 plus 1 can be written as 2. Yeah. And if you look at this step, you do have 2 in both the expressions. So you can take 2 as common. If you do that, it's going to be 2 times of 1 plus sine theta upon cos theta into 1 plus sine theta. So you can cancel out the 1 plus sine theta in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So you will be left with 2 divided by cos theta, which is nothing but 2 times of 1 by cos theta, right? So 1 by cos theta is nothing but secant theta. Secant theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. So I can rewrite this 1 by cos theta as secant theta. Write the 2 as it is. Replace the 1 by cos theta as 2 secant theta. Yeah, that's it. So we proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Right hand side of the equation, you do have 2 secant theta. So in today's session, we solved 3 problems from the trigonometry with help of the Pythagorean identity. I hope you understood the session. Thank you so much for watching my video.